double time.
What's going on, Turbros? So when I first heard about the buff on the SMGs, I got a little curious because I just hated using them when the game first came out because, you know, they were shit, but except for the MTAR, of course. But I will tell you, I've been using all of them lately, and I have to say the K7 is definitely my favorite one, and this class setup is pretty beast. I've done a lot of testing with different attachments and perks, you know, yada yada yada, and I've gotten a lot of success off this setup, and I've been getting really high KDs and even KEM strikes with it, and it is now a part of my permanent loadouts for whenever I feel like rushing or flanking the enemies. And before I get into the perks, please keep in mind this is designed for medium to small sized maps, and my playstyle is more of a rushing / flank playstyle. And before I get into the setup, really quick, if you want to see my other setups for the Ripper, the MTAR, etc., I'll leave links down below to my playlist. So for the attachments, I'm using grip and extended mags. If you use grip, it'll definitely help out with the accuracy a lot because without it, it has quite a bit of kick to it. And I'm using extended mags so you don't have to reload as often when you're flanking enemies, and that means more chances of being around more than one enemy, and it's convenient to not have to reload when you've got enemies around you. As for my perks, I'm using Ready Up, and you know, that's pretty obvious why. And then I have Sleight of Hand for quicker reloading when the enemies are coming after you, and you'll be ready a lot quicker for those situations when you do need to reload. Then I have Marathon. Chasing enemies down while you flank is a big reason why Marathon is important when you're flanking, and it helps you escape from enemies when you're hurt. Then we have, of course, Dead Silence and Amplify. You know, those two are pretty obvious by now, you should know. But if you don't, it helps you hear enemy footsteps better. Even if you don't have headsets, it still works the same if you turn up the volume on your TV. But of course, you know, don't go pissing off your family or neighbors, so be respectful. Now, this last perk is based on your preference. If you feel like you can't rely on your accuracy, then roll with Focus. If you're completely confident in your accuracy, then roll with Blast Shield. And for me personally, I use Blast Shield because I rarely ever put myself into situations where I'm in a gunfight since I'm always flanking. And I'm using Blast Shield because everyone uses IEDs, and the last thing you want is to keep raging about IEDs, so trust me, Blast Shield saves lives and stress. Now for the strike package, it's based on your preference as well, and you can use support or assault. And for me, I use specialist because I normally go for chems unless I'm playing with other peeps, and I'll use support. But if you want to know what I use for specialist to get chem strikes, I use Scavenger, Off the Grid, Deadeye, then Takedown, Resilience, Hardline, Focus, and Ping. All these perks in my specialist bonus help me to survive better when I'm flanking enemies because I won't die from fall damage when I decide to jump off a ledge and I'm hurt. And I'll know of other enemies in the area with Ping. Enemies won't know a teammate died with Takedown. And Hardline and Focus are just my preferences, but you can use Blind Eye to avoid oracles and other stuff. It all really depends on, you know, what you're trying to do. But yeah, try this class setup out and let me know how it works for you. I find myself using it a lot more than the MTAR, and it's pretty powerful for a gun with a built-in silencer, and it feels a lot more mobile too, because it gives you that feel like you have Stalker on, so that's a plus. And don't forget to leave a like if you found it helpful. It really helps me grow as a channel and also a way for me to know I'm doing something right. And subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see all my Turbros in the next video. Peace.